Teresa says she hasn't used that camera in a long time, and she doesn't remember how to turn it on. Which is true, because you've been doing what?
I've been doing this guy right here.
We got William in the machine.
Oh, easy, easy, easy.
Yeah.
Careful, careful.
It's not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the strategy that we're going to attack this hay with. As you can see, this is first cutting. We've got second growth coming up through it, so it is a combination of new and old all in one shot. Pretty clean. There's only this farm used to be inundated with hemp dogbane, but I was able to get that under control by multiple cuttings in a year and the use of herbicides. So, but the biggest thing was multiple cuttings. There's still some milkweed or whatnot in here, and you can see there's some Canada thistle, but it isn't much, so I think I'll be okay. But anyways, what my strategy is to, are you going to point that which direction when I'm talking?
Your nose.
I got to block that one out?
You got to edit that.
I ain't editing nothing. So anyways, the strategy is to just knock it all down. We are at, what is today? The 22nd of October?
23rd.
Today's the 23rd of October. I stand corrected. My lovely assistant has informed me. So what we're going to do is we're just going to knock down a ton of hay. I mean, just knock it down, get it on the ground. And what that's going to do is it's going to expose the soil or the ground to the elements of sunlight and rain, or sun and wind. We already know it's getting rain. Had nothing but rain going on here for the last 3 months. As you know, we have lost about 3 months of haymaking weather, and it's really kind of disheartening to...
It's been 3 months? I thought it was only 2.
3 months of lost July. July 18th. We lost all of August, 90% of September, and it's October, and what have I made? Like one day in October, the first or second day of October? That's 3 months. We've lost 3 months of haymaking. So we have to catch up, and I have the balers to do so. And this actually looks like there's a shower coming.
I was going to say that. That cloud's in front of us.
To the left, it looks like a shower.
Yeah, it does.
But that doesn't matter. We're supposed to have little showers, and on Saturday night into Sunday, chance of rain showers. Just kind of soupy slop, overcast. But the nice thing is about October, November haymaking is you can knock a bunch of it down on the days that it is soupy, and you don't have to really worry about the new growth, another growth coming up through it. It'll just lay there, and it won't rot because it's cold. It's like putting heavy cream in a refrigerator. If you put it on the counter, it's bad overnight, but if you put it in a refrigerator, it'll keep for a while. And that's what this hay is going to do. It takes heat to break it down. It takes, the type of weather that we're no longer going to have to get it to actually grow up through and rot, which I don't want. So we're going to knock down several hundred acres at a time. I got my 8530 back. Obviously, you've seen that video. Dad is actually currently sitting in a traffic jam on the way to get 2 new tires for that thing, for the front, because they're shot. They're $2,075 a piece, mind you. Wow, it's a painful front set of tires. Back tires are $3,400 a piece, I think. I think that's what they told me it was.
Damn.
Some ridiculous price, So 34, that's what, $6,800 for the rears, and another 4 for the front, $41.50 for the front. 10 grand.
Over 10 grand.
Over $10,000 to put tires on that thing. So for all you guys that are saying, that thing needs new tires, now you know how much it costs to put tires on that tractor. Yep, that's what it costs. They're big tires. They're expensive tires. I put the heavier duty tire on because of the weight that I carry. Why is this thing acting? I need a new filter in this machine. So anyway, this is the strategy. We're just knocking it down. We're going to get the ground to dry out faster by exposing the area between the windrows. I was going to ted it out, but I decided that that's not a good idea because I'm just going to cover the grass up anyway, or the ground up anyway with the hay, and that just isn't going to work for me. So what I'll do is maybe a day or two before I'm ready to bale, unless we get frozen weather. If we get frozen weather, then life will be a whole lot easier for us to get this done. But just going to keep muddling our way through it. I'm on a 70-acre farm here now, which I'll get done yet today, I hope. And there's a big swamp over there I got to go through, which isn't making me very happy. But with 2 balers rolling, I think we can get it done. The problem there is going to be getting it gathered up. You know, so you can knock it down, you can get the bales baled, but gathering it up and getting it stacked is a whole nother ordeal. I did receive 6 more tarps, so I purchased those. I got $2,600 more, $2,600 more in tarps, or $2,600 or $2,700 more in tarps. So, you know, there she goes, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to cover this stuff once I get it in, because we're not supposed to have a mild winter. It's supposed to be a nasty, nasty, nasty snow, rain, wet, damp, rot-worthy winter.
Ugh.
And I can't have all that rot. The mushroom barns and the composters do not want rotten hay anymore. They don't want wet hay anymore. They want basically horse quality hay or animal quality hay when it starts. You know, I can bale it a little damp. They don't care about mold. They just don't want it to rot. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I probably talked for too long, and yeah. Oh, I do want to address a comment that somebody gave on yesterday's video, or the day before's, or whatever video it was, on me running this machine too hard. I am in half throttle, which the machine is only running at 1900 RPMs. So it's like 2/3 throttle. I've set it so that my header turns at 2600 RPMs or 2650. That's the fastest the header is allowed to run at half throttle. I know this individual says that I was running my machine too hard. Well, I wasn't. And there's a gauge right here which tells me that I'm not. I'm supposed to, according to the John Deere operator's manual, run that machine the majority of the time in the yellow, not the red, but in the yellow, because it is a diesel. It has a diesel particulate filter, and it doesn't need to regen as much if you run it harder. So I just wanted to address that. I know that you seemed a little upset that I was trying to hurt my machines. This machine's $160,000. I don't want to hurt it. I'm just trying to make it last as long as possible by actually following the operator's manual, which I have read portions of it and where the operating range actually is. And for the most part, I'm burning more diesel exhaust fluid than I need to because I'm not running it quite hard enough. So, anyways, with that being said, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more.